the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every...
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd and 5. He's got the connection left side to Brown. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. Woodard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. from the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jones off the play fake. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
from the gun. Jones. He's got Burton here.
Jones.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Jamison.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
On 1st down, Woodard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Brown. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, Woodard. 16 yards, a first down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lewis. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Woodard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They'll run on first down. Woodard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 10, Jets 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
They run. Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
A gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Now Jones to throw on third down. That's caught by Montgomery. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Number 38, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is Archer. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll try to run the option here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McManus now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Jones. And he finds Montgomery complete.
Jones pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
14 yards is the pick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
L.A. readies for its next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back. But also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Aaron Donald with a sack.
The quarterback is sacked.
All competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Crowder's got it over the middle. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Montgomery back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jones looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Jones, too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Jones now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
Field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Jets 10.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They were forced to punt last time. I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On the ground with Cadet. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A give. This is Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56. Mike. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
First down, Woodard, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection left side to Brown. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jones, Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on first down. Woodard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone